Again, it's LAYNO from Team Producer Grind. Today is another class number 5 for the Patreon. Thank you guys for joining. And a lot of producers sleep on one of the biggest game changers in this industry, which is your networking skills, knowing the business, branding. There's no excuse. Like, if you guys think the music industry is people are gonna be friends and, you know, they're soft, like, if you're fucking soft, like, sorry, it's not for you, man. Like, just treat it as a hobby, because when you enter this business, it's one of the most, music entertainment's one of the most cutthroat, horrible, like, people will do anything just for money, just for social status, for clout, just to one up each other. Like, and it sucks because, you know, we put our all into this. It's our art, you know, we're passionate about it, but we have to know our business and we have to treat our business accordingly and know how to move in this industry, because it's really small. Like, it seems big, but I mean, I'm in LA. Like, I don't know where you guys are at, but LA is like the capital for the music industry, or one of the capitals. You know, you got Atlanta and New York and all these other places, but LA is pretty big in that. And everyone, there's this theory called 6 degrees of separation. That means, like, we're all connected to each other 6 people apart. So I know somebody that knows somebody that knows somebody knows somebody knows somebody, like 6 times, and we're all connected. That's the crazy part. And I don't know if you guys are active in, like, the job, like online job search, all that, but websites like LinkedIn, it even says, right, 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree connection. And what that means is your 1st degree connection is like, you know how you guys follow me on Instagram and I follow you back, or I might know you in real life? That's a 1st degree connection. Now, a mutual friend, that's a 2nd degree connection, because I don't know that mutual friend, but I know my friend who knows that mutual friend. And then 3rd degree is like the mutual friend knows somebody. It's actually very tight-knit, the music and entertainment industry. And because it's tight-knit, when things don't go your way, you gotta know how to move, because you never know who's working with who, right? You gotta try your best not to burn bridges, but you also want to protect yourself and surround yourself with good people, like good lawyers, good managers, good teams, good producers that have been in the game, because that's where I'm at right now. Like, I'm not the best in my team, nowhere near, and that's how it should be. When you enter a room, when you're part of a collective, like, if you're the best one there, like, something's wrong. They say you're the average of the 5 people you're closest to. So if you are the best one and everyone's worse than you, then it's like, how are you gonna grow? So you gotta surround yourself with people that are better than you. And it doesn't mean like they're better at making beats. It's more to that. Either they're more advanced in their career in the business aspect, the marketing, there's like so many different avenues that you can learn from people. They don't necessarily have to make beats better than you, but you just gotta surround yourself with the right people, because that's huge. You know, I only been with Producer Grind for about a year, and in this year alone, not only did I like learn a lot on the music and the craft, but the business end, because I see it firsthand. I work with them, you know, I see how they move, and it's like, I want to get to that level and above. The first thing I mention is, number 1, producers aren't learning more skills. So what I mean by that is, I get DMs all the time, yo, my beats are hard, yo, blah blah blah, I got the best loops. Like, I'm like, all right, cool, bro. Like, I know 10 other people that I've always been working with. What makes you different? You know what I mean? You guys got to learn more skills. Like, yes, you can. People have this illusion that because if they're a jack of all trade, that they're master of none. But I used to think that for the longest. But really now my mindset shift, and you could be a master of a lot. You know what I mean? Like, you could be good at beats, you could be good at mixing, and you could be really good at it, like you really mastered the craft, but you just got to put the time in. You got to invest in yourself, you got to collab, you got to put money into it. So number 2 is not researching the person that you're trying to network with. Number 3 is not asking what you want, like what your intention is, like you kind of like beat around the bush. Number 4 is not considering whoever you're reaching out to, not considering their time. Time being our most valuable asset. Number 5, not following up with them, aka never assume. Like, sometimes we think that because they didn't respond that they don't want to work with us. Like, no, like, you got to follow up. There's like a art to following up. Number 6, not bringing up references. For example, like when you pitch to someone and you don't bring a reference, like something that you guys share in common, it's gonna be harder for them to want to continue reading the pitch. You gotta bring up like, oh, I saw you from so-and-so, or I attended your event, or I tapped into your live stream and I was the one that commented. You gotta bring up a reference point. Number 7 is not reaching out to others. So what I mean by that is, if we're networking with one person, say you guys are trying to network with me, right? And I'm not responding for some reason. Don't give up. Network with others, like other people that might also give the same value as me. Like, don't think because you guys are in my Patreon that I'm gonna change your life. Like, nah, like that's not it. I'm not gonna save your career. I'm here to just provide value in any way I can, through collabs, through education, through networking. But like, if I don't do that, don't rely on me. Like, Like, you guys should be networking with multiple people, not just one person, because one person is not going to save your career. Number 8 is not making deeper connections. And what I mean by that is, you know, people see me on the live and they're there like every week when I do the beat critiques, and yet they don't DM me. And that's why I don't follow them back, to be honest. Like, I'll follow back if they DM me, and they gotta come correct. They can't just DM me on no bullshit. Like, they gotta come correct, you know? They don't even gotta provide value like, yo, I could do this for you. They don't even gotta say that. They could just be like, hey man, I really enjoyed the live. I took what you said, or it was very entertaining, and you know, it was cool seeing my beats played. Like, just something simple as that, bro. I'll follow you back, because I know like you have somewhat understanding of how to socialize and network, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to be a sale or pitch every time you reach out, because people don't establish that deeper connection. Like, a lot of us, we're international, we're coming from all parts of the US, all parts of the world. It might not be easy for us to just fly out or drive to wherever we're at to meet in person, but you can still make deeper connects online. Number 9 is not keeping to themselves. So this is a controversial one. People gotta understand that in this music business, right, it's small. So if you burn a bridge, you never know like how far that bridge is connected, and that could hurt you in the long run. I know our instincts as producers, especially if we get our money stolen, like, we want to like air them out, we want to blast them out, right? We want to go on Twitter, we want to go on IG. Like, I don't mean don't keep to yourselves. Like, if something is bad that's happened, don't let it pass. What I'm saying is, you gotta play it by ear. Like, know the situation, know who has leverage, know where you gotta pick your battles, is what I'm saying. Every time you get done wrong, you can't just make it a whole like war, you know what I mean? No one's gonna want to work with you. You can't get jaded either. You might run into one bad deal. You can't assume that's gonna happen with all the other deals. You just gotta, number 1, build up your value, build up your network, and be to the point where you have the leverage. Because if you have the leverage, bro, people are gonna come correct, and people that don't come correct, left on red, ignored, blocked. Number 10, and this one's really important, I mentioned this on the video, not working on your craft. And this was me like last year, early 2020, and then like 2019. Like 2019, I just finished college, wanted to do like music, blah blah, network more, all that. I was networking so much that I wasn't like working on my craft, my main craft, which is my music. So the bad thing about that is, you got all these connections, you know so-and-so's manager, so like you're locked in, you're like tapped in the industry, and you finally get that invite to the studio, that collab session, and you pull up and they're like, yo, let's make this and that, and you're like, ah shit, like I don't even know where to I don't even know where my sounds are, I don't even know how to put things in key. Like, you gotta work on your craft. Like, I say it all the time, I mentioned this in my other video, the more recent one, it's called Networking Sauce, Why Consistency is Key, or Why You're Not Getting Opportunities, something like that. And this is how I stay consistent. I do these 3 things. If I'm not creating, I'm networking. If I'm not networking, I'm learning. And if I'm not learning, I'm creating. So I'm doing one of those 3 things every day. What do I mean by creating? I'm making music, I'm working on mixes, I'm making beats, I'm writing songs, I'm working on visual arts. Like, that's the creating aspect. Now, if I'm not doing that day, I'm networking, I'm reaching out, I'm DMing, I'm emailing, LinkedIn cold message, I'm tapped in YouTube live streams, Twitch, I'm engaging within these communities, so I put my name out there. Now, like, you know, if you can, going out in person, meeting people in the studios, like meeting people in like, there's so many ways you can network, right? Online and offline. And if I'm not doing that during the day, I'm doing the 3rd thing, which is learning. I'm soaking up podcasts, I'm soaking up articles, I'm in forums, not forums, like, not me personally, I don't go with forums no more. You know, you're tapped in, you're consuming content that is educational to your career, right? If you guys really want to be consistent, do one of those 3 things every day, and you'll be like, damn, like, I know way more now, and I got so much done in a week because I'm actively. And if you really love this music thing, it's not gonna feel like homework. It's gonna feel like, ooh, I get to make a beat today, or ooh, I get to listen to this podcast so I can learn some gems, or ooh, I get to meet so-and-so so I could pick their brain and learn from their experience how to move in the industry. So you gotta change your mindset from I have to I get to. And it's this mindset of gratitude, this mindset of not everyone has the privilege to make music. Like, some people don't have the choice, like they don't even get a chance to make music because their livelihoods and their situations, unfortunately, it's like they got bigger things to worry about. The fact that we have time to make music is like, you got to make the most out of it, like, especially if you want to make this a living, right? Number 11, or yeah, the last 3 bonus ones was, number 11 is not offering them to help. So what I mean by that is, say you don't have money, say you don't have skills, right? You're just starting out, you're young, you don't got anything to offer. You're like, damn, how can I move in this industry? I don't got anything to offer. We did an interview with Ryan Leslie a while back, on the Producer Grind 2.0 channel, and he said there's value in asking people for help because you're giving the opportunity for somebody to help you out. So if you have nothing to give the opportunity for someone to help you out. A lot of people that are like experienced, that like people love helping other people out because it makes them feel important, it makes them feel significant, they have somewhat of an impact. If you ask anybody that you look up to, yo, how did you get to where you're at now? People love talking about themselves. That's just a human thing. I don't know why, but that's low-key a cheat code. Like, if you want to like work with someone, you should be asking them how they get to where they're at. Don't talk too much about yourself, at least in the beginning. And then once they ask about you, you'd be like, what I call play the student card, meaning you have this posture of wanting to learn from them, and they're the teacher, right? Because they can learn from you too. And when you give them the opportunity to help you out, that's like your foot in the door right there. So let me give you an example. Say you're trying to reach out to a producer that you look up to, and you DM them or you meet them in real life, it doesn't matter. Say the producer makes, I don't know, West Coast beats, and you want to learn how to make West Coast beats. So you could be like, hey, I'm super new to production. I really love the West Coast sound. I don't know too much about it, but I see that you worked with so-and-so. You made this tutorial on this beat. I love that album you put out. I'm trying to learn and get my foot in the door, and I really want to learn how to make this genre. Do you have 30 minutes, or shit, even less maybe? You have 10 to 15 minutes where I can call you, I can FaceTime you, I can Instagram call you, I can Zoom, I can, if you're local, I can get you coffee. Like, these little things of wanting to learn from somebody so you're giving them the opportunity to help you. You do that enough times, someone's gonna help you out. You're not always gonna get that, but that's why it's a numbers game. You hit up 100 producers like that, a lot of producers don't even get the shine they deserve. So the fact that somebody's looking up to them and they want to ask for tips is like, oh shoot, like damn, I should definitely help this person out because these other guys don't give a fuck about me, but this one I could feel like I'm actually impacting this person's life. So that's a cheat code right there. Like, give people opportunities to help you out, right? But you can't do that if you're just BSing. Like, you actually have to show that you've been working on something, you know what I mean? You could be like, hey, I never know how to make these beats, but I just bought FL Studio, or I watched all these tutorials, like, you know what I mean? Like, you got to show that you're doing some action, that you're giving some effort and wanting to learn what you're trying to learn, right? They're not going to help you from ground zero. You got to start a little bit of something on your own. Number 12 out of 13 is not asking for references. That's not to confuse with the first one. What I mean by this one, not asking for references, is say they can't help you out due to time, due to interest, I don't know. The least you could do, similar to a job interview, is be like, hey, that's okay, that's cool, I perfectly understand. Do you mind if I ask if you know somebody that you can refer me to, that I can reach out to learn more from? Boom. Chances are, if they're experienced, they'll know somebody. Now, if they don't know anybody, then damn, on to the next. Like, you know what I mean? Like, again, you can't rely on one person, but you gotta at least try to ask them that, right? Like, hey, it's okay that you're not able to help me at the moment, but do you know somebody that knows how to do this? I would love to pick their brain. I would love to learn from them. Can you please refer me to them via email, or, you know, IG, connect us on Instagram, or, you know, whatever. So that's like, there's nothing wrong with asking that, especially at the end, is what I'm saying, if they can't help you out. And if they don't give you the time of day, then hey, it's on to the next. You can't really complain about it. So not everyone is gonna help you, not everyone's gonna be your friend. Like, that's just part of the business. And the last one, number 13, is not building with their circle. So what I mean by this, you know, you got all these producers or just people trying to reach out directly, you know, like the people are literally DMing Drake, people literally DMing Southside, like people literally reaching out to the straight source. It's very rare that you reach out directly to that main person you're trying to work with and they respond to you directly and build with you directly. If you know their engineer, if you know their co-producer, if you know their A&R manager, photographer, but again, you gotta come with clear intentions. We interviewed FKI first, good job first, on Producer Grind 2.0. A main theme in that podcast is the word intentions, meaning if you're gonna build with people, you're gonna build with their circle, you have to have clear intentions. You can't be like, hey bro, I could do photography, and then really you're not really wanting to do photography, you just want to slide your beats because you got a pass to go in the studio. Like, FKI first mentions that, like, you got to be clear with your intentions, and if you're genuine, consistent, you lead with value either through your skill, time, connections, or money, people are gonna take you seriously. And then, you know, because they know you're about it. Regardless of your skill, you have a good character. Again, this is is a people-based business. You could be the dopest producer, but if we can't be in the room with you, if we don't like your quote-unquote vibe, if your character is not there, like, you gotta work on that, because no one wants to work with people that are like, you know, dicks and assholes, for lack of a better word. So that's pretty much the networking tips from this video. I like summarized it with a little extra more detail.